What's up, guys? It's your girl. It's Connie back with another YouTube video. So as I did say in my last video that I was gonna upload the next day, that one was uploaded, which was yesterday. So today. I'm uploading another video. I get some water. Gotta stay hydrated. My lipstick all over it. But so yeah, I am doing storytime videos. This one is, I have a lot of stories. Yesterday was cemetery at midnight. Today, I think, I think this, I think this video is going to be, no, not that one. This video is going to be the time I got a bug in my ear. Okay? So it was a while ago. It was like 4 summers ago. 4 or 5 summers ago. I was playing Manhunt, and in case you guys don't know what Manhunt is like hide and go seek tag. But yeah, it's basically hide and go seek tag. I don't know why we call it Manhunt, but we do. And we were playing Manhunt, and it was me, my brother, and like a bunch of our friends. And like we lived in this house. Like we've been living in this house for like 9 years, so maybe less, more, I don't know. But we've been living in this house for a while. So we were playing Manhunt, and it was, I think it was the last summer that I spent with my best friend. So I don't know where she is. So if you're watching this video, hit me up because I would like to know where you are. Because like we were friends, like what happened. So we were playing Manhunt, and like there's like these it started off with like there was like this bunch of like group of like kids that like we didn't know that were walking by my house, and my brother like saw them. Like they were like a bunch of guys, like grown men, and they were just like walking by. And we have a park behind the house, and like yeah, so there's a park behind my house, and like there's like an alleyway. My brother and they were going like to the park or like somewhere around there because there's like another street. And my brother thought something happened, but I'm gonna tell you what happened. What actually happened was not the next house, like not like here's my house, not the house next to it, but the house after, my mom's friend's parents' house. And they have like these like big bushes and everything. Sorry. I gotta stay hydrated. So what was that? Okay, so there's like these like big bushes, and they told us not, it was like the summer, right? So obviously there's gonna be bugs in it and all this. So they told us not to go in the bushes, right? So me, I didn't even hear them. I was already off. So what do? I go into the bushes. I'm in the bushes with my friend. Like now she's a girl. So we're in the bushes hiding. And I guess like I walked into something and I didn't know what it was. And all I heard was like you know when you hear buzzing and it's like a bee and like you swat it? Well, that's what I did. I thought it was like a bee or like a fly or something. So I swatted it. And I didn't know that when I swatted it, it went into my ear. Like it was like in my ear. Like if I did not get to the like I would have been deaf. So I'm screaming, like I'm like terrified. My brother comes out of nowhere. He thinks it was the group of guys that were like did something to me. And my mom comes running down from my house to the neighbors, and I'm like in the middle of the and I'm like in the middle of the street going like this, like I'm like my ear, there's something in my ear. So then my mom gets close to it, she hears bzz, bzz, like she hears buzzing sounds. So I'm like, okay, so there's something in my ear, there's buzzing sounds, I'm paranoid. And we get inside, And like my stepdad at the time, he that's another story. He's like, get her to the hospital, and he never tells, like, never, it doesn't like hospitals, doesn't like anything. Like, he tells her, get her to the hospital. So we go into the bathroom, like my bathroom is like, here's my room, here's the bathroom, it's like across. So we're in the bathroom, me and my mom and my best friend, we're in the bathroom, and we can hear this thing in my ear. So we thought it was nothing. So we get the tweezers, we like start fiddling with it, and we can't get it, but we can see it, and it's like buzzing. So I'm crying, like I'm like terrified. So then I guess for me, like, and then we get to the emergency room. Like literally, my stepdad said, take her to the emergency room. Like, he never says this. He never ever in his life would go to the emergency room. But he said get her to the emergency room. So my mom, we get in the car, and we like go to the emergency room. My mom's like blowing red lights. She's doing all these crazy things. So I'm in the car crying, and my best friend, of course, is laughing at me. But she's also concerned because I could have gone deaf. So, sorry. So we get into the emergency room. They pull me into a room, like the nose, throat room. Like, they pull me into a room. Okay, so this doctor comes in, and literally, okay, I had blood coming out, like, not pouring, but like, it was a good amount at a time. It was like coming out of my right ear. So this doctor, right, you can hear this, whatever it is, in my ear. So this doctor goes to my left ear, and she's like, okay, we're gonna put saline in the left ear, and it's gonna come out the right ear. So I'm like, okay, so they're gonna drain it from the left, and imagine it's in the right. I have blood coming out. They're like, we're gonna drain it from the left, and it's gonna come out the right. So my mom goes, you're telling me my daughter has nothing in her head? I'm like, are you fucking serious? This doctor, you can obviously fucking tell that there's blood coming out of my right ear, and this doctor thinks it's in my fucking left ear. Like, hello, can you not see the blood? Like, I'm crying, like, this and that. So then I didn't know. I think I still have the scar. But when I was going like that, and like I was scratching it, I guess I made like a mark, and it was like a half moon. It was so sick. I don't know if I still have it, but I had a scar there, and I don't know if it's still there, but like you can tell that there's blood. So my mom is like cursing at this lady, like not cursing, but she's like, you're telling me my daughter has nothing in her head, like that, she doesn't have a brain, like this and that. I was like, okay, whatever. So then this doctor that we know really well, because we're always there, because me and my brother were always getting hurt, and we're there, and this doctor says, my mom's name's Linda, so she's like, Linda, what's up, like, what's going on? She's like, my daughter, she has something in her ear, like this and that. This doctor, I don't want her in there, can you get in here? So this doctor, her name is Barbara, she was really good, and she's like, okay, so what we're gonna do is they put saline in my right ear. Imagine, the syringe that they used at first was like this big. It ended up being this big, the syringe almost that they used. They drained it out, and they like pulled it out piece by piece, and we didn't know what it was. It was a fucking horsefly in my ear. That sucker was this, like, I don't know if you can see, but it was like this big. They told us, do you want to take it home? So my mom says, oh yeah, we'll take it home, like this and that. So now, so like from then on, like we spent a good 2 to 3 hours in the emergency room getting it out of my ear. Okay, that's from the time we walked in to the time we left. And like when I got home, like everyone was like, oh, Connor, are you okay? My brother, okay, not concerned. Like my brother doesn't come to this emergency room thinking, okay, I'm gonna go with them just in case like something happens and I got, like, no. He stays home. They continue doing whatever they're doing, and I'm in the fucking emergency room for 2 to 4 hours. Okay? So my friend sleeps over. So now they think it's funny that whenever we bring it up, they like to say buzz. They like to call me buzzhead, and they like to bring up like they you know, like the noises like flies make, like bzzz, like all that sounds. They like to make that sound. So I'm like, really, you guys really think it's funny? Like I just could have went deaf, and you guys think it's funny? Like, really? So that was summer. I was like between somewhere 2012 and 2013, like around there. So like they think it's all funny. I'm like, so now they call me Bzz, like they always say Bzz and like a horsefly. Like they always say all these names. I'm like, y'all think it's funny? Okay, I see, I got you. So yeah, that was like, sorry, I'm trying to throw something over there, but it's not working. But yeah, they like think it's really funny. But otherwise, yeah, so this is a second video for this week. This is like, wow, because I never post 2 videos in a week. But the end of the story, moral of the story, is I stay away from there. Stay away from the... Sorry. Is that I stay away from those bushes. I don't go near those bushes. They creep me out because I don't need to end up back in the emergency room for 2 to 4 hours with another freaking bug in my ear. No, that will never happen again, I swear. No, no, no. I stay away from those bushes. I hide now. Can't say because I play manhunt this year and people are gonna know where I hide. So I will never go in those bushes. Let someone else get a bug in their ear and spend how many hours in the emergency room getting it out. But I love way as it goes. But yeah, moral of the story is don't go in bushes if you're playing manhunt because you probably will end up with a bug in your ear. You probably will end up in the emergency room for a long period of time. You probably will go deaf, but I was lucky and I didn't because they said it was so close to my eardrum that if I moved my head or anything that the bug could have, it was like nipping at my eardrum. It's like nipping in my ear. It's like, get out. So now, whenever I play manhunt, I always put headphones in because they cannot go through headphones unless they're invisible bugs. And then there's a problem. But yeah, some moral of the story, don't go in bushes when you're playing games outside. So there might be a video, another video uploaded tomorrow. But if you guys like these storytime videos, leave down in the comments box of what other videos you would like me to do. Probably I'll do one tomorrow, as I said before. But don't forget, if you haven't, subscribe. Like this video, comment down below. I'm gonna leave all my social medias down below in the description bar, and you guys can follow me on my social medias if you want. I do sometimes follow back, but if like Instagram, I have a lot of people. But yeah, without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow.